And we're back. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I made her take her jacket off. It's fine.
And you put yours back on.
So show everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Here, I'm coming this way.
these are my simple actions. My simple actions is I bend my arms and I'm doing a traction. I'm not asking you to move. I'm just showing you where you're sending the force that's going to do this.
Okay.
As I load, this would be my load. This would be my lift. I did not pinch my shoulders together. They are wide. I set my collarbone height. Then I'm going to traction my spine and I'm going to inhale. And I'm going to try to get every intercostal muscle between my ribs into my sternum to lift. Inhale, inhale, inhale.
And your shoulders are still pointing forward.
Forward. And I'm shrugging up. So it looks like this from the side. Let me do it from the front. So I'm doing this. This would not be like, you're like, oh, you're putting tension into your shoulders. And I'm like, no, I'm actually trying to get motion because everybody's shoulder girdles are vicing them down like yoke.
And then that's why we get these weird lumpy things back
the traps.
here.
Oh, yeah, this.
When that pops up.
We want that.
Yeah.
Pretty, ugly. Pretty,
well, but the
functional
irony
is also
being
beautiful.
That this
is wrong for you.
Looks painful.
Yeah.
So like I like that in class when you say like something that looks ugly or something that looks pretty, we're not talking like base beauty standards. We're talking like this is painful tension. Like if it looks like it hurts, it hurts.
Probably is, yeah.
And when something looks free, it looks beautiful. It looks like it has flow. It looks
good
easy.
for you. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a good
These are
way
some
to just
in-class terms before anyone gets, offended or triggered.
Good.
Okay. So you're spreading. So your back is wide and your shoulders.
Yep. I'm going to do the no.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to do the yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yucky. Good.
Yeah.
No. Yes. And then you'll start to see that what looks right is good for you.
Right.
Right? That's what you're saying is that if it doesn't look good, it's probably not good for you.
Right.
More than
like your neck yanking down the front of your face isn't good for you and you look uncomfortable.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is a good one for getting breath restoration, for setting the collarbones. And then you can choose to look over and start to stretch your SCMs. You have these long muscles. So one thing that you need to know as you're doing these exercises is that the whole body, other than your legs, mostly designed by muscles that are suspensory. That's how we stay upright. Suspensory structures should not be anchored through kind of this compression actions, right? So we don't stabilize by doing this. Evolutionarily, the entire upper hemisphere, including your SCMs, were designed to swing from trees, to suspend the body. And so we want the motions to be up and out, not down and in. So one of the things I often say is just because it moves like that doesn't mean it should be used like that.
Right.
Meaning, my lat does this, but that doesn't mean that that's the appropriate action for a lat. The lat helps to load force in and then needs to eject back out. So its actually primary motion is offloading the neck and shoulders rather than onloading the neck and shoulders.
It's almost like we've been taught half of it. We've been taught to load in and then we stop.
Yes.
And we're meant to load in to press out.
To get it rid of.
That's the motion of dance, of movement, of walking, of running, of jumping, is you come down and you leap out.
That's right.
And for some reason we go to classes and we just get down and then we're like, I'm going to go home. And it's no wonder my neck hurts.
Totally.
I have to stop doing that.
Please stop doing that. Please stop doing that.
I mean, I have stopped doing that.
Yeah. So if we could do another one.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
So how many times does somebody go through that? If we're doing this and you're doing the shoulder spread and this is moving forward and you're giving your ribs this sort of upward
thrust, I'm lifting up this way.
Yeah. Inhale.
And then I exhale. And this is what I was going to say is that I try to make motion. It's a metabolic process. So it happens in 3 steps. I load in.
Yep.
I metabolize the energy with the fascia flux.
Yeah.
And then I move it out.
And then as I sit up.
Yeah. And then you take the load off. The body doesn't want 1,000 reps at even 20 pounds, 10 pounds, 5 pounds.
So do we do 5 of these at home?
Yes. Do 5 or 10.
So show us 3 in a row.
Okay. Inhale. And exhale.
And that's that same active breath as she keeps going, that is really flushing the lungs that we did the other day. That's important, especially if you have asthma like me.
Inhale. I didn't know you had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do a whole thing on breath for you. That's
Oh, yeah.
Inhale. And exhale. And if you want, and you feel tighter in one shoulder, you can roll. Inhale here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. If you're super tight, you're going to feel tension in here. So stay in a moment. Maybe you don't make it flow. Just stay and be like, I'll show you. This is what most people do to get the stretch. And then if you can see this, that's what fascia looks like. It like actually releases the tension and moves. You can see that the tissue will flow.
And the tension in here, you let out
exactly.
this way.
You can
instead
see
of
out
putting it back in.
into you.
Yeah.
Into you. So you can twist to the right and to the left. I'll say this because if you start practicing this,
back while you do that so they can see.
if you're on a surface that won't let you spread, like if I had my mat here, my kind of rubber mat, you can also create nice traction in your low back. This exercise can easily be for this part of your spine. So when you traction, you're lengthening. If I do this, I'm loading in and I'm contracting. But if I pull out, I'm actually increasing the length up through my low back while this stays stuck. Right. So sometimes I'll do the same exercise for the opposite end, and that's a really nice thing if you have back pain.
And that's so important too, because what you're teaching is to create space in the low back and to create...
This is bad.
and to create lift here. Actually, also when you're doing this, you're getting an abdominal stretch and strengthening.
Correct.
It's like a real nice
way to work.
you're
so really good. In fascia land, stretch and strength are equivalent. Instead of I've got to strengthen and then I forgot to stretch.
Right.
When you work the fibers of fascia, they're happening simultaneously, like a Chinese finger toy, where the woven thing, you stick your fingers in, and when they go in, it shortens the fibers, but it loosens it.
Right.
And then when you pull on that finger toy, you get like the lock that your fingers won't move. That's where you get your strength. So that's the compression and the traction that we were talking about last time to help you get that length. Awesome. This is what this looks like standing up at your kitchen counter. It's the same exercise or with your chair. I'll just go through this area. So
coming up.
You put your hands, and your countertops are not as high as these bars.
Right.
So you might have to lower your body by bending your knees, but you guys see that's the same shape.
Right.
So we bend the knees, load the weight, and as I load, everybody wants to do this.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
Inhale, lifting up.
Yeah.
You're trying to turn, and this is where you really see the jar analogy. These arms are going forward, and then my back is lifting up, and you're getting all this opening for this answer to the vicing of your lats.
And I'm tight up here, so I find standing and doing this easier, because when you do this, it becomes so obvious to me that the shoulders and collarbones are coming forward, but I can still lift my ribs. It's easier for me to do it standing than on the floor.
That makes total sense, because you're so tight.
Yeah.
The more you open up a shape, the less flexibility is required to perform it. So this is a really good one for you.
So I'll be able to do it on the floor eventually. Okay, so standing it looks...
So we'll do 3 of these. Inhale.
Okay.
And exhale. Inhale. And I hang here just for a second, and I get some incredible stretching right at my cleavage, okay? Men will have it in their pecs. It's like right on the sternum and rib cage. And I'm actually using the breath to kind of bump my lungs, which are on this side, and my heart on this side, to actually lift and move up against my ribs. And it makes my shoulders. You see that you want to see the collarbones?
Yeah.
So the collarbones start to be able to have this movement.
Yep.
Now, I don't want you to walk around like this. We're trying to facilitate the action of dynamics. So as I lengthen, it drops, and then I can lift. And you go in and do the metabolic process. Inhale. And exhale.
And if you're on your counter, if you can grab the edge, you can lean out.
You can lean out and get a little bit more stretch. Or put your hands on the counter like this, so you can kind of like use your sticky on your hands to lift.
Yep.
And then you can go in. So then you can also rotate. And you drop the chest in. And now we're starting to get the clavicle to do this, which folds in beautifully and then opens back up. This feels really, really nice. And that's where we're going to add your next step for the TMJ.
Yeah.
So as I rotate, I'm going to take this panel of my chest, is moving in this direction. And my face is moving in this direction. Equal and opposite, glide.
And I get a really nice stretch in through here when I do this.
Yes.
I literally can feel it like into the side of
Into
my
my jaw.
Yeah.
So we're going to inhale over there. I just got a bunch of neck cracks. Good morning. Inhale, press over to the side. Did you hear them? They're amazing. I just woke up. So you're just going to rotate. Check this out that this is a no.
Yeah.
This is going to be your habit. Watch my ribs.
That's not good.
You want to go forward. Everything in the upper
the ribs
hemisphere.
are moving
always,
out and down.
Yes, always forward. Never push your ribs back. Don't put your ribs back.
Yeah.
Ever. So then we do one where we hang off. And do you want me to just bring the rolling chair really quickly and show the option at your desk? Watch. So if you have a chair in your office, people just don't know how to translate some of these things.
Well, yeah, because people think they need a bunch of equipment.
Yeah. And
You just
don't.
need a teacher.
So actually, my bar is too high, but if this is your desk and this is your rolling chair
Imagine you're sitting and not
on your thing, you can put your arms on the back of your desk or even put them on the sides. If your rolling chair has arms on it, you can do that, and then you're going to lean back and stretch back into the chest and looking up and trying to get this whole line up through your jaw to stretch away from the shoulders.
Right.
And you can rotate. If your arm is on your chair, you rotate in, and then you can come back up and you rotate. So you want to just learn your body rather than a bunch of exercises.
Right.
And so hopefully when we do this more, you'll see, oh, that's the same as that, is the same as that.
Yeah.
And then the recipe is, I need to find my greatest force, apply and move the stretch, and then, or apply and move that fascial flux, and then metabolize the force out of me.
And there you go.
There you go.
That's a nice little morning preview. I'm going to start my class now. There's more videos about this stuff on your site, right? You can go through your Instagram or the GST Body Instagram, because a bunch of people were asking if there's if we've done a DVD yet. I was like, no, we're literally just doing this in the morning. We're coming in early before my classes start because we know it's helpful to you guys. I mean, maybe we'll make a DVD. I don't know. Does everybody want one of those? Do people watch DVDs anymore? I thought we just did everything online. I don't know anything. But you can go online on Anna's Instagram or GST Body and watch
and we have online education videos. So come and check us out, and then we'll keep providing you stuff.
We'll keep this going.
Love it.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Have a good day.